adjectival nouns. So I've got some examples here using adjective endings, and we did adjective endings earlier in chapter 9. Der alte Mann, ein alter Mann. Die alte Frau, eine alte Frau. Die kranke Frau, eine kranke Frau. Der deutsche Mann, ein deutscher Mann. So these are all examples that have an adjective in front of a noun. If you need a review on these endings, you can go watch one of my other videos. I've got one explaining that. What we're going to be doing today is a type of noun that comes from an adjective. So we often have this in English in things like the sick. For example, we must help the sick. The sick what? Well, it's probably people, but we're using the adjective sick as a noun. Now, German does that a lot more than English, so I'm going to show you some examples of what they would do. So if I want to use this one, der alte Mann, for example, you might say, der Alte wohnt die Ecke. Der Alte. The old man lives around the corner. Now notice I didn't put the word Mann there. I have der, which it tells me it's masculine, and I have alte. I've still got that adjective ending, that ending that goes along with der. And we know that this is an old man, der Alte. Now I could just as easily have said, ein Alter wohnt die Ecke. An old man. Ein Alter. Now notice I've got to put that er with it to let me know it's masculine, because ein doesn't tell me if it's masculine. It could be masculine or it could be neuter. So ein Alter wohnt die Ecke. So it does become capitalized here because it's technically a noun. It's gone from being an adjective to a noun. We've put it in the noun position. So I can technically do that with any of these. Die alte Frau. So it's kind of like saying die alte Frau. We're not really saying Frau. We're leaving that out, but it's obvious. The old woman. Oder eine alte. Die Kranke. This is the one we have in English. We must help the sick. Die Kranke. Wir kennen eine Kranke. We know a sick woman. So I'm really not saying the word Frau, but I'll put it in parentheses to just show you the difference between here. Wir kennen eine Kranke. Wir kennen eine kranke Frau. Now, Germans use this a lot, especially with nationalities. So, der Deutsche. This is probably one of the more confusing ones, but the word for German is technically an adjective. Der Deutsche. And we capitalize it because it's now a noun. Der Deutsche spricht Deutsch. The German speaks German. Der Deutsche spricht Deutsch. Now, if I want to say a German, remember I've got to take that ending with me. Ein Deutscher spricht Deutsch. If it would be a female, I would have die Deutsche. And remember, when we have a definite article and plural, remember that that adjective ending became an N. So if I'm referring to multiple Germans, die Deutschen. So these endings come from the adjective endings that we did in chapter 9. That's it for now. Tschüss.